Okay, in my the previous recording about limit, we discussed important limit as sine x over x when x approaches to 0, and that is equal 1. Okay, so when we apply this principle only when we get uncertainty of the form 0 over 0, because sine of 0 is 0, and sine of x approaches to 0 is 0. The same way I showed that limit x approaches to 0, x over sine x also is equal 1. Okay, today we are going to discuss the same way important limit that is widely used, and it is limit x approaches to infinity 1 plus 1 over x to power x, or let me see, or limit x approaches to 0, 1 plus x to power 1 over x, and that is equal to e. Now this limit that is equal to e we use when we get format 1 to power infinity. Well, let's see. Here we have 1 to power 1 plus 1 over infinity. It's going to be 0. So 1 to power, this will be infinity. Yes? Now, here we are going to get 1 plus 0. So we get 1. And 1 to power 0, it's going to get infinity, right? Okay. So we go back. We use it when we have form 1 to power infinity. So let's solve a couple of examples. Limit x approaches to infinity 1 plus 1 over x plus 5. And that is equal. If we plug, we are going to get for 1 to power infinity. Yes? Okay. So that means I can replace with get the limit equal to e, but after a little bit simplification or changes. Limit x approaches to infinity, and we get 1 plus 1 over x to power x times 1 plus 1 to power x to power 5. Yes? And that is equal. This piece, based on formula given with red color, is equal to e, correct? Now let's look how much is this second one. So 1 plus 1 over infinity, it's going to be 0, right? So this is going to be 1. And to power 5, it's going to be 1. So e times 1, it's going to be e. Okay? Next one. Limit x approaches to 0, and we have 1 plus tangent x to power cotangent x. That is equal. Limit x approaches to 0, and we get 1 plus tangent x raised to power 1 over tangent x, because cotangent is 1 over tangent, right? And that's equal e. Okay? Another one. I'm showing you elements that you can see in the problems here and there, and you can apply, so you can recognize right away. I'm showing you the elements that you can meet in any problem. Okay. Number 3, limit x approaches to infinity, 1 minus 1 over x, excuse me, to power x is equal 1 to power infinity again, right? And we can do the following. This one also, it's 1 to power infinity. And we are getting limit x approaches to infinity, 1 plus, I'm putting in this form, 1 plus negative 1 over x to power negative x, because negative 1 over x, if I flip, it's going to be negative x, right? Negative x, here I could put over 1, right? Okay, and all this to power negative 1. And what do we get? E to power negative 1, which means 1 over e. If you are wondering why I put here negative 1, because based on our formula, we have to have 1 over x, here it is, 1 over x to power positive x, right? Okay, so that's why I put there negative 1. So negative x times negative 1, it's going to be positive x. Yes? Okay. Question number 5. Okay, we have limit x approaches to infinity, 3x squared minus 8x plus 1, 3x squared plus 4x plus 2, and all this to power 2x. So let's do some changes. Limit x approaches to infinity. I'm going to divide by x squared, the highest degree of variable. So it's going to be 3x squared divided by x squared minus 8x divided by x squared plus 1 divided by x squared. Same thing to denominator, 3x squared plus 4x plus 2 dividing by x squared, x squared, x squared, and all this raised to power 2x. So as a result, we are getting limit x approaches to infinity, 3 minus 0, right? Because x squared here is gone. Here is square gone with this x. 8 over infinity is 0. And also plus 0. Here we have 3 plus also 0 plus 0 and all these to power 2x, which is giving us 1 to power infinity, right? Okay, which means we can apply the definition of e through the limit. So let's solve it. Limit x approaches to infinity, 3x squared minus 8x plus 1, 3x squared plus 4x plus 2 to power 2x. Since we showed that we can use the definition of e by limit, using limit, so we have formed 1 to power infinity. Therefore, we need to do changes to this rational expression, bring to the format 1 plus 1 over x to power x. Yes? Okay, so let's say this entire fraction is our 1 over x. Now I need to add 1 to this. Let's see what kind of manipulations we are going to do with this expression to bring to the format we are interested. So I'm going to write down 1 plus 3x squared minus 8x plus 1, 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. Since I added 1, I don't dare to change it, therefore I'm subtracting 1 also, right? To power 2x. So after some simplification, bringing, since 1 plus is gonna stay, and to get format 1 over x, I'm going to bring to common denominator this piece, fraction and minus 1, and you should get, I'm not going to do algebra part here, I'm pretty sure you can do it. If not, then you can ask me. So we will get limit x approaches to infinity. We are getting 1 plus, well, okay, let's do it, not to give you a hard time. 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. I'm bringing to common denominator. It's going to be this. In numerator, I will have 3x squared minus 8x plus 1. And since I have here minus, so practically every single term going to flip the sign. It's going to be minus 3x squared minus 4x minus 2. Yes? And all these to power 2x. See, I'm slowly bringing to the format, format 1 plus 1 over x. See, so what we get, this is canceling with this, and result is going to be limit x approaches to infinity, 1 plus, it's going to be negative 12x minus 1 over 3x squared plus 4x plus 2, which is going to be, I'm going to raise, right, flipped version of this fraction. It's going to be 3x squared plus 4x plus 2 over negative 12x minus 1. And because out of nowhere we raise to this power, now not to disbalance of this expression, same thing I'm going to do, yes, multiplying, raising to power 2x and then limit x approaches to infinity, 3 minus 0, right? Because x squared here is gone. Here is square gone with this x. 8 over infinity is 0. And also plus 0. Here we have 3 plus also 0 plus 0 and all this to power 2x, which is giving us 1 to power infinity, right? Okay, which means we can apply the definition of e through the limit. So let's solve it. Limit x approaches to infinity, 3x squared minus 8x plus 1, 3x squared plus 4x plus 2 to power 2x. So we are going to bring this to the format 1 plus 1 over x to power x with limit x approaches to infinity to use the definition of e, right? Why? Because we have this format 1 to power infinity. Okay, so this is going to be equal limit x approaches to infinity, 3x squared minus 8x plus 1 over 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. I'm going to add here 1 and let me move this down. 1 and subtract 1, not to disbalance the expression, and it's going to go power 2x. Okay, so from here, to get this format 1 plus 1 over x, I'm going to bring to common denominator these two, and I will have 1 and plus 1 fraction. Yes, so this is going to be equal limit x approaches to infinity, 1 plus, let's do it, 3x squared, common denominator is going to be 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. Here I have 3x squared minus 8x plus 1. Since I have minus 1, it's going to affect every single term and it's going to flip the sign. Minus 3x squared minus 4x minus 2. And this is to power 2x. Let's see, this is gone with this. And as a result, we have limit x approaches to infinity. Here we have 1 plus negative 12x minus 1 over 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. Yes, now since this is going to be my 1 over x, then here I have to have the exponent of x, right? And since x is a flip fraction of 1 over x, we are going to do the following. It's going to be power 3x squared plus 4x plus 2 divided by negative 12x minus 1. Yes? And all this, it's going to go to power 2x. Yes? Let me change this to different color so you would know this is I squeezed in, and therefore I'm not to disbalance the equation, expression. Since I raised to this power, now 2x I have to multiply by negative 12x minus 1 divided by 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. Why? So I can cancel each other, right? If I cancel, look, if I because power to power, we need to multiply. And if I cancel this with this and this with this, then I will get back the original rational expression, yes? So, from here, let's finish it up. It's gonna be, so entire this piece, we are getting S and E, right? Okay, so and now we need to take limit for this one. Let's do drafting. Limit x approaches to infinity, negative 24x squared minus 2x over 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. So let's do it. Limit x approaches to infinity. If I divide by x squared, it's going to be negative 24x squared minus 2x. Here divide by x squared. Here divide by x squared because it's the highest degree. Denominator also 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. And divide also by x squared. What do we get? This is gone. This one is going to be 0, right? This is gone. We have 3. And this is going to be 0. This is going to be 0. Because number divided by infinity is 0. And we have left, what we have left is 24, negative 24. And here is 3. So the answer is going to be negative 8, right? So, and the final answer is going to be e to power negative 8, which is 1 over e to power 8.